Painter Files, presenting to you Painter's Breakfast. Hey, how's it going? I'm just setting up some extra stuff, so give me a second, and then we can get started. I'm trying to. So, a lot of times people say stuff and I have to moderate it, and so I'm trying to get it so it's all ready, but it's being a little difficult with me right now, so give me a moment. I know it's not the most professional thing you've ever seen, but like, I don't know what else I can do, you know? Alright, so I got it going. Hi. It has been a kind of a wild week, honestly. It's been a bit of a wild weekend. Alec had her art show. It went really well. I'm so proud of her. She is awesome, and I just feel very proud. She worked really hard at her show. She made it a point to. Mm, she made it a point to make prints and cards and all these things. And she talked to people. For those who don't know, my wife is a little shy. So it was really big that she like did this. And she did really well. A bunch of people came by, they bought her stuff. It was good. So, cheers to my life. Cheers to Alec Blake. I've just been mostly kind of working on a bunch of art projects, this giant thing behind me, and such. Oh, my breakfast. Scrambled eggs with lots of veggies, ketchup, because I like ketchup. I don't care if you people don't like ketchup on eggs. I do, and it's my food, so whatever. But it's good, you know? I've always liked scrambled eggs. It's always been like a thing of mine that I've always loved. And so, this one has jalapenos, red peppers, onions, a little bit of like chili, oil, and you know, obviously spices. We do not live in worlds without spices. Hello, producer Tom. And yeah, you know, coffee, oat creamer. It's just a good time. It's a really good time. I've been trying to mostly just kind of get everything going, where particularly with the sending out an invite to someone, particularly with the way that I've been trying to get like the art clubs together. And it's been hard, honestly. It was hard at first to try and do it. And then I just started talking to artists. And it started making more and more sense as time went by. So now, I'm just doing the damn thing, you know? We've got all these artists who want to join. They're older artists. It's going to be, I mean, it's obviously, it's not to take away from, young artist, older artists by any means, being an older artist, but I'm trying to set it all up so it's for, you know, these young artists who really want to like get into it and get everything involved. Because I think there's enough going on where we can kind of help the next generation really move forward. And so like that's what I'm really working on right now. Like I'm trying to get that going. I've got all these artists I know who are like, oh, it'd be so great if we could set up like kind of group events and shows and everything. And so now I'm just trying to kind of get that going. I figure if we can get enough artists together where we can put artists from different communities to kind of really kind of show off their skills and their talents, then we're golden. You know, we have no qualms. We have nothing standing in the way of moving forward. Nothing standing in the way of finding out all the little art things that you've really wanted and had questions about as an artist trying to get, they keep moving everything, as an artist trying to get it all going. I think most of the time a lot of people don't realize like how much goes into cultivating like your artwork, cultivating how your art gets made, cultivating how like the tools you use, the production, the craftsmanship, the camaraderie. And I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of where it's gone so far. I mean, we're just talking to people, but to figure out interest, but I think it'd be great. I look forward to meeting artists that are like on the cusp of great things, you know? As well as artists who are like already doing it, you know? It's just kind of amazing. I've always always loved the act of making. I think the act of making is one of the most beautiful things in the whole world. What are you doing? It's behind me. And, you know, if I get to share that with other people, like that's phenomenal. I like to think basically in this life, we are always trying to figure out how to connect like here to there. And if I can help you skip a few steps so you don't go crazy in the meantime, that's cool, you know? I think about the young artist who I was. Meeting these like extremely seasoned painters who just kind of were like, hey man, this would be really fun. Let's do this, let's do this. And I want it to be like super inclusive. Because I think that has been probably one of the bigger issues that I've run across with art, with the art world at one point in time. Like the inclusivity of it was always a problem. Like it was either homophobic or it was very white or it was too many things that it shouldn't have never been. And I want to move away from that. We're gonna have a sketchbook club. And then we're gonna see from that sketchbook club what we can do. You know? What that parlays and brings forward. Alright, let's talk about the Olympics. I haven't watched the Olympics in so long. Almost 4 years. No. I don't really sit and watch the Olympics. But I found myself very intrigued watching it. Did you know that the Olympic team is not oftentimes the World Cup team? Like people change. I mean, it's 2 years difference, so I mean that kind of helps. But it's always interesting. I had a flashback of Brazil losing to Germany like 7-0. It hurt me for a second there. All right. So here's the rules that I abide by. If you do not support a team through the first game to the last game of the of the World Cup, you don't get to like be a cocky jerk when they beat a team that your friends like. You know what I mean? It's kind of that weird thing that happens where like Brazil loses to Germany many World Cups ago by a large margin. And like suddenly everybody was like, "Oh man, Germany's so dominant." And I'm like, "Shut up! You don't even know anything about Germany." Pronounce the goalkeeper's name. I'm like, no. I'm like, all right then. Shut up. Your team lost. You're allowed to just watch and enjoy like competition. But unless it's like the team, I guess the rule's always been unless it's like the team that knocked off your team in a brutal way, then getting beat, you're not really allowed to actively just kind of be a sore winner about it, I guess. It's just bad. It makes me not want to watch Olympics with people and like World Cups and stuff. But I digress. The Women's World Cup's actually really good. Sorry. Well, yeah, the Women's World Cup is. The Women's Olympic team is actually really good. With basketball and football and running. You know what I mean? And it's kind of one of those funny things where like there's like this weird like Americana thing that happens with the Olympics where suddenly like people become like super nationalist, which is strange. But I feel like with those three sports, like they're it's a little acceptable to be so pro a team because like they don't have all that extra baggage going on. Yes, it is a girl with a turtle shell. For those who want to know, there's a lot to go into it, so you'll see it as it progresses every week. Also, if you follow my Patreon, you can watch it as it progresses each day, or YouTube even. Sometimes I put up stuff for that too. So I'm just kind of. Somebody said, "Is it a Koopa?" No, it's not a Koopa. It's not Mario Brothers King Koopa. No, it's not. It's not Bowsette. It's not any of those things. It's very funny that that's the first thing that people thought of. I did not even think about it. I've never been a huge Mario Brothers fan, so I mean, I love Nintendo. Don't get me wrong. I love having a Switch. I love the games on a Switch. I don't really play the traditional games on a Switch. Like, I think the closest thing Alec and I have played that's like a traditional game. There's two, and that was She Got Smash Brothers, and we played that for a little bit. I didn't really get into it because it was kind of hard to get used to it. I should probably just pick it up again and try and play it better, but oh well. And then Mario Kart. We played that, which is kind of funny. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. I played it a lot as a kid, and I was kind of like, eh. I mean, it's something to do because summer's long, and I got nothing to go. I got nowhere to go and nothing to do. My younger years, so I've been playing it on a Super Nintendo. It was okay. or like F-Zero and stuff like that. And I was just,
Race car games to me have never really been the most intriguing thing in the world. Hot take.
no, it's just interesting. I don't know. But no, it's not Bowsette. For those who want to know, yes, this is BMO. This is a half take it apart BMO. I don't remember where I got him. I think it was on Etsy. And they was just this really cool little thing, I thought. So I was like, I love BMO. I'm still planning on getting a BMO tattoo. I just don't know where. I'm gonna get my BMO tattoo. Might do my ribs. I don't know. Hand, not my hand. I mean, I've got a spot here that I've been wanting to put something there. I was thinking about getting the Iron Sheik as a little toy, but maybe BMO would be better. BMO feels more in line with me. But so I've talked to Seven and Billy and all those guys. I think the main thing that I really want to focus on is just being really good to myself this week. Last week I was kind of hard on myself, and I need to be better about that. Mental health is important, kids. Don't deny your mental health. I've been writing a lot more in my journal. I've got a Polaroid printer, like a little guy, that I put stuff out. I take pictures and then I write little things about them, and then I come back to them later. And it's like a little memoir. No, I'm not going to show it to you. But it feels good, you know? It feels good to have that going. So I've got some comics I'm gonna read that I bought last week that I haven't gotten around to. Mostly Hellboy and House of Slaughter. It's a series from Something is Killing Children. It's a monster one. Let me see. There we go. So, I got all these. I gotta go through. So, Something's Killing Children. I got those. From Boom Studios. Very cool. The type of thing I would have wanted to work on when I wanted to be a comic book artist. And then... So this is Something is Killing Children. Very good book. I suggest people pick it up. They've got compendiums, so you can start from whenever and get the whole story. And then I've got Young Hellboy. It's my Young Sheldon. That's the type. I hope it's not like Young Sheldon. I really hope it's not. I don't care for that show. But yeah, it's just it's good. So my plan: I'm gonna clean the house a little bit. I'm gonna make some food for dinner with a crock pot, and then shout out to Lily. And then yeah, get it going. So until next time, Galeras, I love you. Have a great week. Yeah, there's our video coming out tomorrow. Interrupt. Ciao. Bye. Boop boop. Wait, there we go. Wink.